Hey everybody, I'm Steve Owens, Tournament Director for the Yamaha Right Waters Bassmaster Kayak Series. We're here in Byrdstown, Tennessee for event number 2 of the Newport Bassmaster Kayak Series. We're presented by Native Watercraft this year. Continuation of a 3-year commitment with Dakota Lithium for our Angler of the Year sponsor. We appreciate everything that they do in our industry for our anglers, and Dwayne Wally and the guys at Tourney X for, in our opinion, the best management system that we have in our industry. So we appreciate all of you up here tuning in and keeping up with us here at Byrdstown, Tennessee. Thank you to the Byrdstown, Pickett County Chamber of Commerce, and the local community up here. Our anglers have had an absolutely great time up here pre-fishing this week, and then today's fishing was absolutely stellar. We've got quite a bit going on the bodies of water in the areas. We've got a lot of good places for people to congregate and eat and have dinner and fellowship. So appreciate Guillermo Gonzalez yesterday leading the Fishermen's Fellowship. That's an outreach group from Cody and Sarah Prather. So we appreciate their support there. But here's the payout for the weekend. Below here, we pay 10% of the field. So there's a 22nd and 23rd place as well as Big Bass. Big Bass for this event is $500. 23rd and 22nd will take home $750. And then there's the rest of your pay scale. And you can see over here, 13th is $1,000. I believe there's a 1,200, 1,300 to 10th place. So 10th place will take home $1,300. So now keep in mind, you're beating another 220 something anglers. So that's why we're really happy to keep this payout up here pretty stout, and then pay out deep into the field with some really good money there. So that $500 Big Bass this weekend right now, as it stands, is Abe Street with a 21 and a quarter largemouth. Abe's a phenomenal angler. He's been a part of the kayak community for a lot of years. And, we really appreciate him being able to make it back out and get with us. Just ask that you all continue to do what you do and follow us on social media. You guys do a great job of sharing what we do and our anglers. You highlight our anglers. And so reach out to me if you've got any content you want to put in the Bassmaster social media Dropbox. So getting into what we got going on, and then we'll do the day 2 angler briefing for our people so that they can get everything ready and rigged and get ready to get to bed and get up early again in the morning. They launch at 5:15. And so a lot of places up here, you got an hour drive. So, you're probably getting up at 3 a.m. or 3:30, but luckily, this is the summertime season about to come in as spring hits in full-fledged bloom. We get daylight a lot faster. We're on Central Time, and so we had 233 men and women submit 1,111 fish. And of those 233 anglers, we had 33 states, including Ontario, Canada, represented. We've got 9, 17, 18 college anglers, and we had 15 ladies from the Bassmaster fish in the event as well, which both are records for us. This event's our second largest event we've ever had, so we appreciate that. In Byrdstown, Pickett County Chamber of Commerce have buzzed all week about seeing the kayaks running up and down the road. Dale Hollow is a fishing community. It is. It's the home of the world record smallmouth, 11 pounds, 15 ounces. And there's a replica on display here. Well, it's probably the original fish. It was caught in 1955. So it's on display here if you're ever through this area. The area is absolutely gorgeous. It's a place, my wife and I, we live about 2 hours from here. We come up here quite frequently throughout the year, probably 2 to 3, maybe 4 times, just getting out for a Sunday drive and just having dinner or lunch somewhere along the way. It's very scenic. So, we got Mr. Street out of the way for Big Bass. And so we'll dive into the standings so that we can get the men and women's angler briefing done. So here's where we're paying. It's 23rd spot. So we'll just start there. As you see, you're going to have high 80s or at least a 90-inch limit if the bite continues tomorrow. We've got some stabilized weather that's come in, which has blessed our anglers here. So we got 25th place at 90 inches. It's spectacular. So, you look and you've got Jake here with this 20 and a half inch largemouth. And then you come right on in here. Let me see here. I believe Daniel's got some smallmouth. No, maybe a liar. Well, anyway, there's these smallmouth here are pretty substantial too. So we got Christine Fisher here with 90 and a half, tied with Jason Broach at 90 and a half. And then there's Abby Abendanza with just a quarter inch edging them out. And it's tied all the way up through here. You see another 91-inch tie between Cayman Rasmussen and Daniel Lyons. Just ahead of them from Utah, got a couple of Utah anglers here. Sheldon Reese with 91 and a half, tied with Nick Matthews. And then here, boom, there's just another half-inch separation with Texas's Jeff Isham. And then there's a tie there, 92 and a quarter between, Bassmaster Kayak Series champion, Bassmaster Kayak Series Lake Fork champion, as well as Hobie Bass Open Series grand champion, Garrett Morgan with 92 and a quarter. And there's another tie between Ross Pinkerton and Adam Reiser with 92 and a half. And then, we got Drew Gregory at 92 and three quarter here. Got a tie for eighth place from our Bassmaster Kayak Series champion, Wyatt Hammond from Lake Fork earlier this year. Pennsylvania's Alex Miller's got 93. And then here we are again. College angler John Goffinet with Jason Isaacs with 93 and a quarter. And then there's a 93 and a half from New Hampshire's Jake Angeles. We've got 94 from Tennessee's Ronald Butler Jr. He was along with Drew, Russ Snyders, and Joshua Deal. All these men made the stage in Fort Worth for the Bassmaster Kayak Series Championship, held in conjunction with the Bassmaster Classic. So we got Florida's Seth Taylor in here. Let's see where Seth's at here. There's a 21-inch largemouth, which is absolutely great. And we've got Ewing Minor with 97 and three quarter inches. So there's one of those big smallmouth that we see on this body of water, thanks to the slot limit that's been implemented here. And then our leader for the day with 98 and a half is Glenn Landstrom. So there's Glenn. Look at that gorgeous fish. So we appreciate, all the anglers' input. We got Mark Cisneros out there doing the Shutterbug thing, and the Bassmaster website is loaded with all that media content that you need. And so tune in over there. If you've got any questions about the event, reach out to me. But we appreciate everything that you guys do there. So with the college series right now, it's your best. It's the best 10 for the whole weekend. So, we've got that going on with the college anglers. Carson Newman's leading that right now with 194 and a half. Campbellsville University has 185 and a half. And then Ohio State University has 64 inches with Owen Klein being that representative with 4 fish. So we're going to go ahead and get into you anglers who are fishing. This is your official day 2 angler briefing. Not going to go over everything. You all did a great job today. We had some identifiers cut off. That's about the only thing that we've had to worry about at all today. So be mindful of that. Get yourself good pictures. If you've got the OG catch boards, you're really going to need to pay attention because for whatever reason with these high-def phones now, it's blowing out those white lines on some of those. So be careful of that. Make sure you get your camera zoomed in instead of taking such a super high photograph, which we typically appreciate. But then in this instance, it's kind of messing some things up. And so we're having some visibility problems there. But overall, everything went great today. So tomorrow, follow the exact same thing that you all did today. Be mindful and respectful of one another. You're going to launch at 5:15 a.m. Central Time. Lines in is going to be 5:45 Central Time again. Lines out, it's 2 p.m. Fish submission deadline is 3 p.m. And you're going to be back at the ramp deadline at 3 p.m. And we hope we at 5 p.m. is when we're going to try to start awards at the event headquarters. We really need to be on time because the elites are doing their way in as well. They should be wrapped up by the time we get ready to go on. But either way, we'll still stream live like we always do. But we need you all to get there. So we'll try to message you as soon as possible. But like today with the limited cell phone signal, when lines out hit at 2 o'clock, you have 1 hour to upload those fish. We probably had 250. Well, I'll say it. We had 857 fish with 70 minutes left in to get your fish uploaded. and we ended up with another 300 fish submitted. So that slows us down, which is fine. We understand. It's our job to judge those. You guys take your time, get your fish limit, the best fish that you can, then upload your fish whenever you can help it. That's okay. Doesn't matter to me when you do it. I prefer it as early as you can because it helps us with duplicate submissions, checking those and everything. Because we check those about, hourly throughout the day, to be honest with you. That's what I do mostly, is scroll through, check the duplicates. But if it's at the end of the day, it slows it down a lot. And we don't want you to be heading towards the house and us message you and say, hey, please come to awards, because we want you on the camera. We want to highlight you and be able to give you, your check up there and everything. So if you can, we really appreciate it if you'd make it back to the Pickett County High School, which is where you had registration. We'll be there. And so the doors will be open. We'll be ready for you, and we'll try to get that knocked out. So those are your times again. Again, pay attention to your lighting. Thank you to the anglers who called me this morning with bad lights. They understood that they can keep their motor on their kayak. They just can't put it in the water. And they still had their 360 white light, and they were able to take off manually and get to their spots. And then when daylight came, they were able to use their motor because navigation lights are no longer required. So we appreciate them doing that. I'm going to put the social media stuff, the Bassmaster Media Gallery, that's going to be posted here in a little while. So for you anglers, that's really all I need to let you all know. Now, your day one identifier was your card. And so now on day two, we prefer that you use the day two identifier card that we gave you. But if you don't have that for some reason, you can write it on your hand or another card. But we need to see that entire 3 letters code. We will use 3 letters going forward. I don't want to do the numbers mix and matches because some people's B looks like an 8. Some people, mistake an I for a 1 or lowercase l, and so for me, letters are hard. You either do letters or numbers, and I just chose letters because it mentally is different than your 3-digit number from day one. So your day 2 identifier is S, Steve, P, Paul, N, Nancy. S, Steve, P, Paul, N, Nancy. So that can be written on anything. You're going to click over on your TourneyX app at 6 p.m. You know what? I can go ahead and edit that to now. And then that way you'll be able to see it now. It's 5:30. Everybody's long gone off the water. So that's your day 2 identifier code. It can be written on anything. And reach out to me as you've all done today. Appreciate the judges that just flew through this today. And we've done just a really good job trying to stay on top of things for you. That's all I have. Again, huge thank you to Byrdstown, Pickett County Chamber of Commerce and everything that they do for us. Huge supporter of bass fishing, Tennessee Bass Nation. They support us for the last 5 years. We're very grateful to be able to come up here. Thank you to Newport, Dakota Lithium, Native Watercraft, TourneyX, and all the people back at Bassmaster that helped make this happen. And the biggest debt of gratitude is from me to you anglers. Y'all make it such a fun experience to do this. Really appreciate being able to see all of you out about town. And that's where we're about to head. We're going to hit one of these barbecue joints up here. So let's see if that 21 1/4 stands tomorrow. I was sent several pictures of 22 plus fish, 22-inch plus fish this week during practice. So it can be done easily. I myself, the biggest fish I've ever seen up here was a 22.5-inch largemouth. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But the smallmouth, you know how they are. They can hurt you. They can hurt your heart. They can be here today and you stand up, take a water break, and then they're gone. They'll move right out from under you while you're standing there looking. So appreciate all of you. Y'all have a safe evening. Be safe tomorrow traveling. If you choose to go on home, we appreciate your support, and you be safe getting back to traveling. And tune into the Bassmaster social media page, our Facebook page. I try to update it, but not overwhelm you with a lot of information there. So we're getting ready after this. We'll see y'all back in 10 Killer on 10 Killer. Carson, Oklahoma is hosting us this year. So Y'all look out for that and come on out and get you some more Dakota Lithium Angler of the Year points. And we'll see y'all tomorrow at awards. Y'all take care and have a good night.
What matters to you? Commitment, dedication, precision, connection. Catching fish? Good. That matters to us too.